Evening, everyone. Hope you can all hear me. My name's Irene, for those of you who don't know me, and I'd like to invite you all to come and join me for your free live mini readings this evening. We're just waiting for a few people to jump on board. I have a little bit of a scribble, but it's that time again, Monday, 6 o'clock, and he's hoping everybody's had a nice weekend. Hopefully you have. There we go. Hiya, Jackie. I'll just have a chew about with the iPad now. Hiya, Gina. There we are. You'll all just jump up there. Hiya, Shell. Hiya, Kirsty. Hiya, Dion. Hiya, Paula. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Hope you've all had a nice... Hiya from Norman, Val, I mean. Hiya, Jodie. Hiya, Shanice. You're setting us off laughing already, Valerie. Behave yourself. Just setting the iPad up here. Hiya, Hannah. There we are. Everybody's all jumping on nice and... Right. So if you'd all like to, if you can... There you go, you're liking it already. So, hiya, Michelle. Hiya, Mel. Hiya, Alison. Sitting here like a little Buddha, all cross-legged. Hi, Louise. Hi, Julie. Got two feeds going here. Hi, Steph. Do you know when you look back at yourself or you listen to yourself on here, it sounds like I slur something terrible. Now, I've got to tell you, for those who don't know me, I don't slur and I talk properly. But on here, I sound absolutely pants. I'd never make a singer unless they give me a proper microphone to sound all the rubbish and everything out. So, for those of you who don't know, this is a free live reading site. We do it Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, God willing. There's no like personal one-to-one readings. It's totally random and it is for entertainment purposes only, just so everybody's aware of that. Now, again, for those who don't normally come on and you're new to it, what I generally do, I start us off with your first card and proceed from there. After I've done that first card, then I ask you to choose a card, choose a number, and stick your location in. And I also ask you to keep liking and sharing it. That's what I ask you to do, and hopefully you'll do that for me. So I've had a bit of an eventful day. I ended up with a puncture on my car. I'm sure my husband's a psychic one because he said to me last week, Irene, do you know how to change your tyre on the car? And me being clever, I said, yeah, of course I do. Didn't like. So I went out this morning, only I wanted to be out for an hour, ended up 3 hours later getting my tyre changed and swapped over, and I had a right palaver. But there was a lovely couple who come and asked did I need any help. But they did, that they come and help me, which was absolutely brilliant. Hiya Gemma, hiya Diane, hiya Beverly, hiya Jessica, hiya Vicky. So I think the point of me telling you that is like, there are still good people out there who will help you and assist you. Now, this morning, I put on, I'm sending loving thoughts out and healing thoughts to those that need them and positive thoughts. So I believe if all of us do that on a daily basis, you get them positive thoughts and everything coming back to you tenfold. So if you can, as bad as, some people feel at times, and they do feel bad around about this time of the year with everything's going on, if you can just send a positive thought out, you watch that come back to you tenfold, and it does. Yeah, hiya Tricia, hiya Anne, hiya Michelle. Right, folks, one more thing before we start, and I'm getting ready to start now. I have got some numbers left on my raffle. Now, I'm hoping to get that filled by the end of this week, by Friday, so I can get the money paid out and I can get the prizes on the way to whoever wins them. Now, I can't do that unless we fill this ticket up. If we don't fill it up, I'm going to have to refund everybody all the money back because, it's getting on into the second week of December and I need to get it posted. So if you would like to have a go, let's help us fill this raffle up. There's a few numbers left there, so please get them done. So I can get the prizes sent out and get the money paid out to where it's needed to go. But like I said, if I haven't got it filled by Friday, I'm going to have to start refunding people the money because they're not going to get. Okay, right, yo, folks. Like I said, totally random, and here we go for tonight. There's your first card what I've chosen. He's my knight in shining armour. Yeah, you did right, Jessica. Positive thoughts, they are a powerful thing. So there we go, knight in shining armour now. What amazes me and amuses me sometimes, I've got a full pack of cards, but I've got 2 decks, yeah. But we tend to get the same cards all the time, and it's totally random what I pull out here. Now, I know that somebody's waiting for some news, okay? And I also know somebody's going to receive some bad news, or they've just received some bad news, okay? And again, the time of the year isn't the best, and I believe I've got a gentleman here on the earth plane that's not very well at the minute, and I know I need to send lots of love and healing thoughts out to where this gentleman is, and I believe he's just been I believe that he's just being given treatment, or he's being given an appointment because he's got a lot of things going on with him, okay? And that's how I feel as I look at the card. But I also know as well, on the flip side of that, that there is good news on its way, okay? I am aware of that as well. But I'm going to say that there's either a cancer condition here, because that's what I feel and that's what I see. So that's what I'm going to bring forward there. So again, lots of love and healing where this is. Hi, Renette. Hi, Samantha. So if this makes sense to anybody who's listening, give me a yes down the bottom. But I'm also going to say to you as well, somebody here on the earth plane, they need to slow down just a little, because I feel as though I'm trying to run before I can walk. And I'm not getting any further forward, but as the saying goes as well, we're not getting any younger. We just think we can do an awful lot more than what we really can. But I need to slow down, okay? I need to slow down a little and put the reins on there. Hiya, Shell, you saying yes to me there, my love. But try to slow down, because I believe I'm making myself ill with all the rushing about and the worrying. That's how I feel, okay? And I'm getting quite I'm all right, Gina. I'm getting quite frustrated as I look at the card, so I feel quite frustrated with this card, okay? So I am going to say to you, a little bit of patience. Thanks, Annette, for liking and sharing. A little bit of patience, but lots of love and healing where this gentleman's concerned on the earth plane. Now, I did write a couple of names down there before I started, and I don't believe... I don't know. I don't believe it's in connection with this card, but I'll give you it anyway. I need the name of Alfie that connects, and I want Alfie Spirit Side of Life, please. So, Shell Pearson, if you can understand the name Alfie, give us a yes down the bottom if you can understand the name Alfie. Right, Beverly, I never said, oh, you mean the lady here on the earth plane. It's a man. It was definitely a gentleman here on the earth plane, my love. He's not in spirit, he's here on the earth plane. The name of Alfie comes from Spirit Side of Life. So if you've got a bit confused with that, you can, Shell. Thank you. I know Alfie, Spirit Side of Life, and I'm going to start coughing here. I know he would have had a really bad chest, or he would have had a cough. He would have had a cough that he just couldn't stop coughing once you started, because I don't cough here, okay? And I'm also going to say to you as well there, Shell, I'm smiling as I say this. Hiya, Donna. I've got a love of flipping Indian food. I had some tea earlier and I nearly burnt my gob off with this flipping chicken, and it was more like tandoori chicken, but it was really hot. Okay. And Spirit Side here, I thought that was absolutely hilarious, because I feel as though that's something either somebody here on the earth plane loves or likes, but somebody Spirit Side of Life also loved a good Indian, a good vindaloo, because that's what comes in. So that's what I'm going to say, okay? But this gentleman, he brings in a great deal of love here on the earth plane, and he sends lots of love and healing There was one more name there as well before I leave this one. I need to connect in with the name of Jenny as well, please. Jen or Jenny. We have a Jen or Jenny. And I know November month is significant. I know we've just come out of November, but November is really, really significant. And I need the name of Jen or Jenny. Let's have a drink of that. Debbie, you're saying yes to me. Right. Are you saying yes to Jenny there, Debbie? If you're saying yes to Jenny, Debbie, give me 2 yeses, my love. While I wait for the reel to push up. While we're waiting for that yes, or double yeses there, you can start liking and sharing. Hello, Tracy. Put your locations in and punch your numbers in. Right. I believe, but then again, I could be wrong. Just wait for, you know, a lot of gens, Tracy C. Thank you very much, Debbie. Right, I'm still there with Debbie. Right, so Debbie, as I mentioned the name of Jennifer, okay, but you would get Jenny. I believe I need to send thoughts out where she's concerned, okay? I need to send thoughts out where she is. There's lots of stuff going on around her, and she's going to need a little bit of help and a little bit of assistance, okay? So send them thoughts out to where it's needed for her. But again there as well, please. Right, I've got a connection. I think this is my next move. Sorry. I'm going to leave you with Spirit's Love there. And I know it's a bit bittersweet there, but I have to jump really, really quick here. I don't know why, but I do. I need the number 6, please. I need the number 6. That was really, it was like, take the love, there it is, give me the number 6. I need the number 6. So I know I want June, July month as well, but I also want a connection where prison is, okay? Alcatraz. Alcatraz comes in, and I don't know whether Alcatraz is in America, but I want Alcatraz prison as well. That's what came in, that's where I've written down, I can't talk now. That's where I've wrote. So I want the connection with prison, and I want Alcatraz. You can take 6. WS 7 and 24. No, I'm looking for number 6, and I'm looking for the connection with prison and Alcatraz. And it's ironic this, because the 6, yeah, and that card there, I don't know whether you can see the number. It's number 6. Now, I'm not saying I've got the devil with me. No to the prison parlour, right? I want Alcatraz. There's a connection with Alcatraz or America, the prison. There's a connection somewhere along the lines there, and that's what I'm looking for. San Francisco, is it really? Diane, you can take 6. Can you take America or San Francisco Alcatraz prison? Can you take the prison? It probably isn't Alcatraz, it's just I need that connection with a prison. So I know I've got memories where somebody would have been incarcerated. That's where I'm looking at, and that's where I can see. I'm being told this, by the way. I'm not seeing it on the card. Right, I've got a name of Clifford. Right, Tracy, you can take all of that. Yeah, not America. It's just the way they come in. Gina, you can take it. Can you take all of what I've said there? If you can take everything I've just said, give me 2 yeses. Because I've got a name there as well of Clifford. Now, I don't know whether Clifford is a surname or a first name, but I've got that. And I've also got a surname of Jones. Now, I've wrote it down. Now, I know Jones is a familiar surname, but that's what I've wrote down there, okay? But again, I know I've got memories of where I was incarcerated, where I was locked up, okay? And I feel as though it was either a 3 to 5 year sentence, but I only served half, because the 3 and the 5 are coming in. Now, if I'm wrong with that, I'll take it back. I'm being told this. No to Clifford, that's fine. I don't mind being wrong. Again, I've got a gentleman with me, and I know, oh God, there goes my ears. I've got a foreign background, or I lived further away in a hotter climate. This is where I want to be, okay? So maybe this is why I'm going to America or I'm going elsewhere, and why they're bringing that in. So whether there's somebody here on the earth plane that wants to move back to the hometown, or they don't really live here, I don't know. If it makes sense, give me a double yes. If it doesn't, tell me no. Because if you don't tell me either, I'll sit here and talk all night about anything, okay? But I know I've got a lady with me, spirit side. I know she connects in there, and I know she's somebody's mother, somebody's granny. Right, Tracy, you've said no. Thank you very much. At least I'm getting a response. That's what I need to know. But I know I've got a lady spirit side of life, and I know she's somebody's mum, and I know she lived in a hotter climate, not this climate. It's too cold for her, she tells me. It's too cold for her. She didn't like it here. Hiya, Gillian. If this makes sense to any one of yous, please give me a yes down the bottom. I'm going to come to the card. I know I've got loads of health issues here on the earth plane. I know I've got lots of stuff going on, whether it be from headaches to shoulder ache to backache to bellyache. I know I've got lots of stuff going on here. Thanks for that confirmation, Lucy. But I know I've got terrible problems with my feet. Okay, I'm drawn to my feet. There's problems going on with my feet, so whether I'm going to see a chiropodist or something to do with my feet. Now, I know there's somebody here on the earth plane as well that would have lost a toe or toes. Doesn't sound right, does it? That's where I'm drawn. So I've got problems with my feet, and I feel as though I've lost a toe, or there's problems with my toes. That's how I feel, okay? But I know I've got this lady spirit side of life, and I know she comes in, and I know she doesn't like the cold. She would have much preferred the hotter climates, and that's where I believe I'm from. I don't believe I lived in England. I believed I lived abroad. Okay, I lived away. I didn't live here. If this makes sense about living away, give me a yes down the bottom, please. Give me 2 yeses down the bottom if this makes sense about living abroad or living away. 2 yeses. Yes, yes, I'll do. Or 2 little hearts or 2 little fingers, whatever you want to put up there. But as long as I know I'm on the right lines here, because this is what's being given to me, okay? I do know where the problems are with my feet, and I've got a lot of hamstrings. Is it hamstrings in your legs? And I need them stretching because I suffer a awful lot of cramps, leg cramps. That's what I'm being given, so that's what I'm going to say to you. Right. Hi, Charlene. Right, thanks, Mel, for that. The name of Maureen, I believe I'm hearing. Also, I need the name of Maureen. Thank you. Getting some confirmation back here. It's oh, I need the name of Maureen, spirit side of life as well. Okay, the cramps, and I know myself personally that if you eat bananas, it's supposed to be full of potassium, but I believe I'm lacking in some sort of vitamins here. Okay, some sort of vitamins. Thank you very much, Michelle, for the 2 yeses. I've just been given. Okay, right. Thank you. Whether I worked in Ladbrokes Bingo or Ladbrokes Bookies. Right. I need Ladbrokes Bookies because I can see wads of cash here. All right. So I don't know whether I'm going back to the prison where I had loads of money or what. I don't know. But I've got Ladbrokes and bookies. There's a connection with the bookies here. So I've got loads of money. I'm not saying anybody's going to win any money. I believe there was money stolen. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. Whether you want to own up to that, that's perfectly all right if you don't want to. But that's what I'm being shown. But the name Maureen from Spirit Side of Life is being brought forward there as well that I have to mention. Debbie, you're saying yes to me. Are you saying yes to Ladbrokes? Because if you're saying yes to Ladbrokes and the money, give me 2 yeses, please. Oh, dear me. I keep doing this, because I feel as though I need to cover my mouth as well. So whether I've got teeth missing or I've got problems in my mouth or my around that area, because I feel a little bit embarrassed about it. I want to keep covering my face up, and I don't know why I keep doing that. But again, it's something that Spirit's put on me. I am going to say to you, there's going to be ongoing appointments where my feet are and these health issues is ongoing here, okay? And I believe around about January, February time, things, oh yes, to the bookies, January, February time, I believe whether I'm going to get my hamstrings loosened or stretched or something to do with that. That's what I feel around January, February time after the Christmas or festive period's over. But I have got problems around my mouth area because I know I want to keep covering my mouth, okay? That's what I need to say to you. I know I need the June and the July month because this lady comes in and she also sings as well, rocking around the Christmas tree. So I do believe this lady wants you to have and enjoy, and I can't talk now, enjoy your Christmas this year, she says to me. Enjoy your Christmas this year. Okay, that's what I have to say. I'm also going to say as well, you've seen your first robin within the last 2 days because she brings a robin and she puts it in front of me and she's saying, tell them that was me, I've sent it. Okay. And that's what I'm going to say with her. I'm going to leave all of this lady's love with you, and I'm going to put the cards down and I'm going to go again, okay? So take this lady's love, take the ringing in the ears as well, because I know it's not mine. I know she puts it on you when you're in bed asleep or you're just about to go to sleep. You hear the ringing in your ears. So you have got tinnitus problems, or somebody's spirit side of life has got problems with their hearing. I couldn't say it there. Just go and have a drink. Right, folks, I'm looking for. Oh, am I looking for? Right. Right, I know I've got another gentleman coming forward, spirit side of life. I do know I've got a gentleman. And I know this gentleman's been spirit side of life, I'd say, for at least 3 to 5 years. For at least 3 to 5 years, this gentleman's been spirit side of life. That's what I have to say to you, folks. I'm going to try and count the cards now, okay? So talk amongst yourselves while I am counting the cards. Keep liking and sharing it, pushing it along. And like I said, I've still got numbers left on my blind card if you would like to have a go. It's £2 a go. First prize is 50 quid. Second prize is 30 quid. And your third prize is some prizes, which are well worth more than 30 quid. More than £2, should I say. Right, so this gentleman would have passed really quickly, spirit side of life. I know he's dead. And I believe, right, I passed really, really quickly, and I know I passed with a heart condition. If this makes sense to anybody who's listening, I don't feel I old with this gentleman. I feel around about the age of 60, 65, no older than that. Yeah, if anybody can understand the gentleman, what I've just mentioned there, I'm no older than 65. I would have passed, I'm slurring now, I would have passed really, really quickly. And I know I'm somebody's dad, okay? Do you know what I've done? I'm getting terrible at doing this, you know, and I know. Right, if it's been longer, I don't mind making mistakes. It's like I said, I first one told me hand up. I'm looking for the name now, Annette. I'm just waiting. But I actually counted the card out and then I put them down and then I forgot what number. So I'm having to count the cards again. Right. Right, now I'm writing the number down quick before I forget. Right, so now I'm not saying this is this gentleman's right, I'm not saying that this is this gentleman's name, but I do know, right, I've got two names. I've got the name of Alan and I've got the name of Eric. I have two names there, Eric and Alan. So if you couldn't understand either one of them names, or both, would be absolutely brilliant. And like I said, I'm not saying it's his name. They're the two names that's been given, okay? So that's a connection I'm looking for. But this gentleman, right, he went really quickly, spirit side of life. He had a problem with his heart area and he went really, really quickly. Okay, right, Alison, I can see you're acknowledging there. And them two names as well, Alan and the Eric. Lucy, you can understand it as well. So please listen, okay? Both of you, please listen. Because sometimes spirit will work where they're going to split the connections in two, okay? And I am going to say, I am a bit of a clean freak because I can't stop moving my cards about and putting them in order. So I know I've got a bit of OCD here. Right, I know I've got a bit of OCD. I know I suffer with terrible anxiety because that's how I feel, okay? This is how I feel. This gentleman comes in and his energy is so, so strong. It's unbelievable. So I am going to say to you folks, you have sensed or just thought for a split second that you've seen somebody or you just know somebody's walked past you, because I believe this gentleman's anniversary is coming up or somebody's anniversary is coming up. I know there's been lots of arguments here on the earth plane because my nose is itching like a dog's dinner, and that would have been one of his sayings as well. He's from old school, okay? He's old school. He'd speak as he found, and he wasn't bothered whether he upset you, because you would take him as you find him. He wouldn't put his airs or graces on for nobody. And that's how I feel with him, okay? So as he comes forward and as he presents, he comes in with that strength. He comes in with that powerful energy, okay? And he says that's needed here on the earth plane at the minute. Somebody is playing silly beggars, and they need to get it sorted out, okay? They need to sort it out. It's as if to say all your financial stuff's going out the door and nothing's coming back in, and somebody has taken diabolical liberties with you, and that's the way he says it. That's the way he pronounces it, okay? So I have to say to you as well, the name of Bobby also comes in, okay? The name of Bobby also comes in. I know I've got a great connection with animals. I love animals. I've got dogs and all sorts here. I've got a proper menagerie, okay? And I know as well, please, I've got the name of Joyce. There's a lady, spirit side of life, with the name of Joyce as well, please. Now, Joyce, she talks about where she would have had problems around her stomach area, her intestines. He talks about where he's saying, like, come on, he's only moved out the way slightly to let her in, but he was here first, and that's the way he sees it, okay? And I'm not saying he was a ladies' man. I'm not saying he was abrupt, but he's saying he was here first, so he's not like overly impressed that this lady's come in and like let me in, yeah, because I'm a lady and you've got to let me in. He's saying no, he was here first, wait your turn, and that's the way he is, okay? I can see you saying, you can say it to Bobby there as well. Oh God, I'm out of breath with him. That's how he comes in, okay? So he's saying be a bit more assertive where people are and where family members are. I know I am from a large family and I go back. My name goes back. The name of William also comes in, but I would have got called Billy, okay? I would have got called Billy, okay? Right, I've got a connection to clowns here. I've got a connection to clowns. I either hate clowns because he brings them in and he shows me the clown's feet. Okay, he shows me the clown's feet, and he talks about where somebody's been really, really stupid here on the earth plane, and not behaving themselves. Basically, they're being stupid. They're taking a risk where they don't have to take a risk. So whether right, I'm just going to mention this very, very briefly. I need a memory where somebody would have committed a burglary. Somebody would have robbed a shop. That's what he puts in my mind's eye there. So that's what I'm going to say to you. Oh, everybody's taking the Billy and the William, that's fine. But I know I've got a connection where the memory would be where I would have robbed a shop, okay? I would have robbed the shop, but I got caught. I got caught, okay? I got caught. I've also got a connection to pigeons here, but I believe they're more like doves. That's what I see. So somebody would have let doves off when a lady passed to the spirit side of life. That's what I have to mention. Somebody would have left. Somebody would have let doves off. They'd have let them go. Okay, that's what it puts in my mind's eye. So that's what I'm going to say to you. The name of Alice also comes in, and it's like the 24 years living next door to Alice. But that's what I'm going to say. The name of Alice as well. Right, so the card I chose, so let's come to the card, was number 28. Yeah, I didn't even look for confirmation there, folks. I do apologise. I was too busy on a roll there. I was just going with it. So the number I want is number 28, which is this card here, the Sage. Can you see that? Yeah. So again, where I've mentioned with this gentleman, you can take the Billy and the Alice. Brilliant, Sarah. Right, this card here, it tells me there's lots of financial stuff that needs sorting out, okay? And so where I've mentioned the financial stuff and I need to get it sorted, this card also strengthens what I've just said there. You have to watch what you're signing for. Just don't be pressured into signing for anything at the minute. Make sure you read the small print as if your life depended on it, okay? I am going to say there's too many scammers out there. All right. So be extra careful and extra vigilant to what you're signing or what you're agreeing up to. Okay. That card, that's what it screams out at me. It's saying caution is a must. Do not sign for anything until you are absolutely certain you know what it is, what you're signing for. You could be signing your life away and you don't know it. I feel as though I'm just going to scribble along the pen. I've also got a connection with a young girl here as well on the earth plane that's taken her exams or studying for her exams. There's been a little bit of concern thinking she won't do as good as what they think she's going to, but she will. Okay, she will do absolutely fantastic. The name of Kath or Kathleen comes in as well. So I need that connection where this young girl is, where the studying is, because she will do an excel. All right, she will do really, really well. Right now, I know I've got a Navy connection as well. I've got a sailor coming in, and I know it's Navy. As I'm looking at this, I can see the tattoo on my shoulder, okay, and I've got the things on my hand here, and I know I've got a sailor coming in. So if anybody can understand the sailor spirit side of life, give me a yes down there, because I definitely want so you can take the Kath and the Kathleen, brilliant. But I want connection with a Navy or a sailor. I definitely want a sailor. He comes in as Popeye, Popeye the Sailor Man. That's how he came in. That's how he presents. That's how I know. And I know he's a sailor. Okay, so I've definitely got them Navy connections with this gentleman. And it goes back a long way here with him. All right, but he comes in with Popeye the Sailor Man. As this gentleman comes in, and I'm calling him a gentleman, he tells me he was a ladies' man. He liked a bit of fun. Okay, he liked a bit of fun. He liked to tease the girls, and he liked a bit of fun. And he's saying to me, that's what's actually missing here on the earth plane. There's not enough laughter. We need to laugh a bit more. We're not to be as serious as what yous have been. There's a few of yous there saying yes to the sailor. Let's see if we can find out. Right, so I need the name of Matthew as well. Matthew. You called Pop. Right, so I need the name of Matthew. Just so I can narrow him down, because I need the bit of fun, okay? I need that fun. Even though he's saying he's Popeye the Sailor Man, he talks about Olive as well, but he just say We need that sense of humour coming back. We need the humour, and we haven't had a lot of fun. So I've got the navy rum out as well. The navy rum comes out, but the name of Matthew or Matthews as well. Right, there's a few of you saying no now, which is good. This is where I'm getting right. So, where this gentleman's concerned as well. Right, Michelle, you can take the sailor and the Matthew. Right. Yes to Matthew on the earth. Yes, Alison, he's alive. Yeah, he's not spirit side. So, as this gentleman comes forward, and I feel his energy a bit more. Now, I'm getting a little bit of confusion with him, even though he goes on about having the fun and the laughter and everything else that goes with it. He talks about the navy rum, or somebody here on the earth plane is drinking a little bit too much. Hi, Irene. A little bit too much than what they should be. But I feel as though I've got a bang or a bump to my head here, okay? I feel as I've fallen, okay? I feel as though I've fallen, and whether I've got a scar across here or whether I had stitches, but I know I've got a scar across my forehead. Your dad drinks it, yeah? But I want a scar. Somebody's fallen and I need stitches in my head, or they've had stitches in the head. And that's what this gentleman puts on me. He puts that on me. So I feel as though I'm fallen and I've got stitches. Did he get stitches, Lucy? March month also comes in with this gentleman, the month of March. But somebody here on the earth plane as well has been complaining that the clothes don't fit them properly. We need a new wardrobe. That's what he talks about. It's as if to say my trousers keep falling down, all right? Or my clothes don't fit properly like they should. But he talks about the March month. But he does say there, let's start having a bit of fun. Not this time, but previously he had stitches. There must be a scar on his forehead, because that's what this gentleman makes me aware of, where there would be a scar. So he talks about there, he wants that fun, he wants the laughter, and he's saying, let's have a bit of humour, okay? Let's bring the humour back. I'm going to leave all of this gentleman's love, and we're going to move on. We're going to do it again. So start punching your numbers in, and we're going again. There's Debbie starting us off. Let's see where we go. I won't have a drink while you're doing that. Keep liking and sharing, and we'll see where we're at. Gone ever so quiet, haven't I? I've gone ever so quiet. Right, I'm looking for the name of Andrew. Andy. The name of Andy. There he is there. And I want him spirit side. Somebody's brother here. Somebody's brother with the name of Andrew, but he would have got Andy. Sorry, I've gone ever so quiet. I'm listening and counting at the same time. Would anybody understand the name of Andrew? Spirit side, please. The name of Andrew, spirit side of life. That's what I'm looking for at the minute. I'm looking for Andrew. Somebody who could understand Andrew. Right, Lucy, you're saying you can understand Andrew, but I feel as though I've got somebody's brother. It's either brother or brother-in-law, but I've got a brother connection. That's what I feel like, okay? This is what I feel like. And I feel like brother. And I'm just going to describe where I'm getting here. And if it's not right, it's not right. Okay, if it's not right, that's fine. But I'm going to describe where I'm getting, because it's a feeling I'm being given here and it's where I'm being shown. I believe this young lad would have had a machine turned off, okay? I believe he was on life support and his machinery got switched off. And I only believe I'm around the age of 23 to 25 years of old. I can't talk. Years of age. That's the age gap I'm looking at. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I can see. I can see a young lad on life support and he presents as a brother. Lucy, you can take the machine, life support machine. Can you take everything else I've said though, my love? If you can, give me 2 yeses before I go any further forward. I just believe this lad was on life support. He shows me he was on life support, but he tells me he's somebody's brother. Somebody's brother, 23, 25 years of age. That's what I'm seeing. Thank you, Lucy. That's what I'm seeing, okay? I believe his machine was switched off, and I believe there was lots of controversy in regards to this young lad when he was placed on life support. So whether there was investigations or whether he was attacked, that's how I feel. If it makes sense, Lucy, give me 3 yeses. I need the January month as well. Just waiting for Lucy to confirm what I've said so far, because I'm not going to take this any further unless I get the yeses. He wasn't attacked. I feel as though I was attacked, Lucy, so I can't make this fit. I don't want to make it fit. I believe I was attacked because that's what he shows me. That's what he shows me. He doesn't tell me it was due to an illness where he was, or an accident. He tells me whether he was attacked or there was a force that why he ended up on life support. I know the name Michael is a very familiar name, but the name Michael and also the name of Ian comes in. Michael and Ian connects around this lad. I wrote the number down, yes I have. Right, so I'm going to move to the card until I see if we get a bit more confirmation. Right, you can take the Michael, but I feel as though I was attacked, Lucy. That's how I feel. I feel as though somebody attacked me or there was a blow to my head, okay? That's how I feel. And I can't take that off. That's what he puts on me. But you're going to probably tell me, and I'm probably wrong for saying this. No, I won't say it then if I want to be wrong. Lucy, if I put this in this way around, would you understand why he makes reference to it was more or less his own fault? If that makes sense, give me a yes. Right, so there's the card I've chosen. There's the young lad I've got, or the one I'm talking about, because that was the card I turned over. And the number 37 as well, okay? The number 37. Right, so the number 37. Alison, but can you take everything else I've said, other than them 2 names? So, as I look at this, I am going to say to you folks, there's been... I feel as though there's been a little bit of a disagreement where relationships are. I don't quite get that, Lucy. Yes, you would get a doctor. Probably, yeah. But he's still telling me he was attacked as well, though. And I can't change that part of it, but I know as well there's other bits that went on, if that makes sense. And I know I'm talking in riddles, folks. I really do. But yeah, let's come back to the card. So the number 37, so whoever's chose 37. Who's number 37? Yeah, he refused to get the doctor. Yeah, his own fault part in some of it anyway. I know June month and May month mean something to you as well, Lucy, and I know I need to send this lad's love down from Spirit Side of Life to you and around yourself and family members, okay? Right, so I am looking for, who am I looking for? I've lost it there. Where were we at? 37. Who's chosen 37, please? Anybody or nobody? Number 37. No, we're not moving. The reel's stuck again, isn't it? So while we're waiting for that reel, I want to carry on with the 37. So this number 37, as I look at it, I believe I've got a little bit of relationship problems here. And I believe I'm keeping somebody at arm's length. All right, so I know there's been a little bit of upset where relationships are concerned, and it's been getting a little bit heated as well. But I also know as well with this card, on the flip side of it, for those of you who not in a relationship, I know there's one on its way to you, okay, and it's going to be sooner as opposed to later. But again, I've got my daddy, yeah. Got my dad. I am going to say where dad is an older person, and I want him here on the earth plane, and I'm a little bit concerned where dad is, okay? So whether he's not being upfront about how he feels because he doesn't want people to be worried about him. I'm going to say to you, there's lots of love and healing being sent around him. It's as if he's being a martyr, okay? And there's no need for that. There's no need for him to do that. But I am going to say there's lots of confusion around him as well. So whether I suffer really badly with water infections or that type of infection, but I do know I'm a little bit pale, okay, a little bit drawn. And I know health issues are in and around where dad is here on the earth plane. So there's a little bit of concern there. The name of Lenny or Leonard also comes in around this gentleman that I'm picking up on. But where relationships are, I keep bouncing backwards and forwards here, folks, I do apologise. Where relationships are, things will settle down, okay? And I know they've been getting a little bit heated and a little bit argumentative, but I believe it's just the time of the year for that, okay? So it will simmer down eventually and sort itself out, and it will. And I'm also going to say as well, there's concerns where a young lad is here as well on the earth plane. And I believe he's doing what he wants to do and he's not listening to any good advice that's given to him there. So I'm looking for his name. Right, I know Paul is a very familiar name, but the name Paul comes out of the card as I look at it, okay? So I'm going to give you the name of Paul. So I'm going to leave that card where it is. The reel's just totally stopped, so I don't know whether we've froze over or whatever it's done, because it hasn't moved. Hopefully, it'll move in a minute. Right, you folks, start pushing your numbers back in. Let's see if it moves, because it seems to have just stood still. And I don't know whether that's lagging or people have gone and put the kettle on. Do you think? Throwing the cards away. There it goes. See, it either goes all together or it just doesn't go at all. It's weird. Absolutely weird. Right, folks, we've got time for one more, so get them pushed in. Get it moved up. Right. I think I've twisted my cards. My cards have got all muddled up now. No, it's just the one. Right, folks, while you're pushing your numbers up there now, I'm shuffling these cards. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask me with a yes, no, straight answer or whatever, type it in. and I'll see if I can answer your questions if you've got any you want to ask. If that makes sense. Right. So one reel's going up and the other one's stuck still. That's one. So if you've got a question you want to answer, got a question you want to ask her. Hi, Jem. Gemma, all I can say to you is, my lovely, I believe our family are never far away from us. They're there when we most need them, whether we sense them, we can smell them, familiar smells, or just glimpses of them, or just in the knowing you know that they're there. So in answer to your question, yes. Now that reel's going over on there, but this one isn't on here. Oh, keeps highlighting on here. It's going funny on the other reel. Look at that. There's millions of yous. Right, Samantha, does your dad stand in your bedroom? Again, when we're asleep in bed and when we're at our most ease and comfortable, your loved ones, friends and family members find it easier to come and visit you. But Samantha, you get funny feelings where you're feeling it's your dad and you feel a bit fearful at times. Does that make sense to you, my love? Because what I will say to you is, if it's your family members, they don't make you feel frightened. That's what I was going to say, okay? So if you believe it's your dad, but you're feeling a bit uneasy, it's not your dad. If that makes sense to you, Samantha. If it does, give us a yes. Who's the spirit in your house, Sarah? Now, Sarah, off the top of my head, I wouldn't actually know, but kids come to mind. Your husband, yeah, your family. For me, your family's around you all the time. And they're there when you most need them. So in your hour of need, or you feel sad, you feel lonely, upset, that's when they're coming in around you. But I also believe they've got a bigger job this side of life. Just because they've passed spirit side of life doesn't mean to say they haven't got a job, because they have. Your tummy flipped, yeah. If your tummy flips, I always say you go on your gut instinct. So when you feel your stomach go, butterflies. If it's a good feeling, you know something's good. If it's a bad feeling, you know it's something bad. And I always say, always go with your gut. Whatever your gut tells you to do, it's 9 times out of 10, it's right. You're very welcome, Paula. But I believe spirit are with us 24/7. They never actually leave us, but they present themselves and make themselves aware when they need to, okay? So in everyday life, when we're running about like idiots and our mind's elsewhere and we're running about and we're doing this and we're doing the other, we don't notice that spirit are there. It's when we're sat and we feel sad or we feel lonely, that's when they come in. And that's when we know they're there, because our barriers are down and that's how we know they're there. You get that lovely warm feeling. Now my stomach's doing butterflies because I know I've got all your loved ones here with me. Yeah, kids up and down. Could quite possibly be a young lady. You're very welcome, Samantha. But yeah, it's a physical side of things what we miss. It's a physical touch, that need to touch your loved ones and to know they're okay. And I used to ask the same questions where now I don't ask anymore. Because I believe Spirit are with us 24/7. They never leave our sides. They're always there, whether they're guiding us along, gently pushing us along. You'll get loads of signs come to you and you're very lucky. That's good, Samantha. But again, I believe we will learn our own lessons in life as well. So once we've learned enough about one thing, we'll progress and we move on to something else. And it's like people being kind today. Me posting positive thoughts on there today, it come back to me tenfold today. There was somebody out there who was willing to help me where other people would have tended to walk past and said, no, I'm not getting involved. So again, that is really, really nice of somebody to stop and help another person, whether it be me or somebody else. And I'm one of these, if I can help you, I'll help you. If I can't, I can't. And if I can't, I tell you. Do I do readings for pets? Pets come through, Jenna. Come through all the time. Your eyes are going funny. Yours come in your dreams. Yeah, that's when you're at your most relaxed. That's when they come through. And they definitely do walk with us. They do. 24/7. But yeah, you'll see your little subtle signs. You'll see your feathers. You'll bump into somebody. And that's one of mine as well. If you haven't seen somebody for a long time, and you sat there thinking about them, and then a couple of hours later or a day later you bump into them and you think, oh my God, where did they just come from? I've just thought about them and they're there. Well, for me, it's the same thing where spirit's concerned. You think about them and they're there. All right? I know so, my lovelies, I do, I know so. And I'm not one of these who's fearful of passing to the other side. I want to come back and help people like yourselves. Just the way life is, isn't it? And I always say it's the living that hurt you, not the dead. Dead can't harm you, okay? Julie, your dad around you. Like I said there, my love, always around us. Right, you had to have your dog. Yeah, again, I believe when we have our pets or anything like that put to sleep, we always feel that little bit of guilt, but at the same time, you're doing it out of love. And I always believe they should do that to us personally. If we've got cancer or things like that, they should bring in euthanasia. But that's a different story, isn't it? But your animals, they're a soul, they're an energy, they're a life force, just like we are. And they're an intelligent energy, intelligent. I am Steph, yeah. We're just having a little bit of a question and answer bit, just to change it up a bit. So yeah, your animals, your pets, the souls, the energy, just like us, and they do go spirit side of life and they do come back. Okay, and you will sense and feel them around your feet. And if you've got another dog or another pet or another animal, when that spirit animal comes back to you, you've seen your dogs go daft, cats go stupid, or your birds will tweet. And it's their way of letting you know that they're there. And you wish you could hear and see them. It takes an awful lot of energy, Gina, for spirit to present themselves, and them who can see them are truly, truly blessed in seeing them, because I believe as well, it takes a lot of energy for spirit to materialize, yeah, and to present themselves to you. So if they do that, it would be absolutely fantastic. I've only ever seen it a few times in my lifetime, because it does take an awful lot of energy for that to happen. But yeah, and especially this time of year as well, where we're all missing our loved ones, it's especially difficult. And you know, this time of the year, we tend to lose our loved ones as well. So yeah, so just spare a thought. Send them thoughts out to your spirit friends, your family, because they're your family. They're not mine, in that sense of the word. But let's go to the card. I've done it again, haven't I? I counted them all out lovely. Hang on. Right, I've got it. I'll put them in piles this time. Right, yo, folks. We'll go very, very quickly with this card. Oh, bless. I wish you hadn't told us, like, Julie, because you never know, you know. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. We don't do, Natasha, we don't do one-to-ones. It's random, okay? It's absolutely random card picking on here. And it's not a personal reading site, it's just random, okay? So the number I've chosen, I tell you what, Natasha, if you wanted to, punch your number in from 1 to 72, because this is the last card I'm going to read for this evening. So if you want a card, and like I said, it's totally random, and if you're lucky enough, it could resonate with yourself or not, okay? So punch that card number in if you want to do it now, because there's the card I've chosen, and I'll tell you the number very, very quickly, what it is, shortly. As I look at this card, and again, like we've been talking about our loved ones, our spirit friends, and our family members, and there's all this love what we have for them, okay? And sometimes it's like knowing what to do when they've passed the spirit side of life. It's like life goes on, but it takes an awful lot to get over, okay? And I am going to say where this card resonates with myself, I believe this person has an awful lot of love to give. They've had an awful lot of heartache as well, okay? So the number I've chosen was number 65, okay? Number 65, if anybody's chosen that number. But I do believe I've had a lot of heartache where relationships are concerned, and I've had my heart broke numerous occasions. But I know as well, please, recent passing spirit side of life as well. Again, within the last 12 months, there's been a recent passing spirit side of life, and my heart just feels as though it's been ripped out my chest and stamped all over. That's how I feel as I look at the card, okay? Personally, I believe I want a mother. I believe I've got a mother's love here, and I just need to send out my love. The name of Rita comes in. If anybody can understand the name of Rita, I don't know where I'm going with Rita, but Rita just came in there. At the minute I said mother, Rita, okay, the name of Rita came in. So if you can understand the name of Rita and mum's spirit side of life, and again, I want a recent passing within the last 12 months. That's how I feel, okay? And I'm just waiting for the reel to move because it looks as though it's stuck again. I'm going to put hello in there, and the buttons, I keep hitting the wrong button. And let's see if it moves up. Jessica King, you saying yes, yes, yes to me. Jackie, you're saying yes to Rita. Right. So, Jessica King, are you saying yes to Rita and yes to the mother and yes to the relationships here on the earth plane and yes to that recent passing? Are you saying yes to all of it? If you're asked, stick 3 yeses again. Yes to passing in the 12 months, right? Thank you. So I do know I've got a lady spirit side of life, and I do know I need to bring her energy and her love here on the earth plane, okay? And I do know I passed where this lady's concerned. It was what's the word I'm looking for? I don't feel as sudden as most people. It was a gradual passing spirit side of life. So from diagnosis to passing, that's how I feel, okay? And again, this lady that presents herself to me, she tells me she was quite bonny in her younger years, okay? She was quite bonny. And I know we've been talking about pets as well, but she brings in a spaniel dog, okay? She puts a spaniel dog in front of me. So whether she likes spaniels or there's somebody here on the earth plane that likes the spaniels, just remember I brought that forward because I believe there's a memory attached to that, okay? But I do know I need to bring this lady's love first and foremost from Spirit Side of Life. And I'm also going to say to you as well, Jessica, as well, I keep seeing stars coming out the corner of my eyes here with this lady, okay? So I am going to say to you, whether you're aware of Spirit or you feel as though you've seen the stars or them white lights, because she puts them around me. So you've been seeing orbs, in other words. That's what she tells me to say to you. October month and December month are very significant where you're concerned. And somebody says the prayers every night. Every night I hear the prayers. Every night I hear them. Every night I'm sending it back to you. There's candles being lit every other day as well for me. I have to mention them and recognise the candles. But she tells me this. She also puts a crystal ball in front of me. So whether you use a crystal ball, Jessica, or there's somebody around you that uses a crystal ball, she puts this in, okay? She puts it in front of me. She says, there it is. That's what they're looking into. So you're stargazing into that, okay? But she talks about where the prayers are. She sends them prayers back to you tenfold. Right. Right, she keeps singing this song to me. Now, I know it's one of the songs we sing at church, and it says, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me, okay? Now, that's what she puts in my mind. So that's what I'm going to say. So there was a favourite song, or this lady believed in religion, or she was quite religious. That's how I have to bring it forward, okay? She tells me she's met up with quite a few people in her family, Spirit Side of Life. Oh, God, my eyes are going. Ah, right, hang on. Right, I know I've got another lady there coming in, and I feel as though I feel quite emotional with this lady as she comes in. So I know she's mum's mum, or she comes in on that same vibration. So I have to bring her love as well, and I want to wrap you up, okay? That's how I feel. I need to wrap you up, okay? That's how she comes in. But I feel as though a lot of emotion. She brings that tearfulness on me, and she's saying, "Don't cry no more. Don't cry no more. No need to cry. She's okay. We're all okay." That's what I have to say to you. She places something in my hand, okay, to give you. So whether you put something in her hand before she went Spirit Side of Life, she puts it back in mine and she brings it back to you, okay? So whether, I can't see what it is, whether it's a crystal, whether it's, I don't know what it is, but she puts it in my hand and she says, give her that back. Give her it back, okay? So you definitely put something in with her for her to bring it back to you. All right, that's how she presents it. That's what I'm going to say to you. The name of crystal as well. I know I've said crystals, but the name of crystal. The name of crystal comes in. So there's a connection where there's a name of crystal here on the earth plane. I have to give you that, okay? I have to bring you that. Would you understand, Jessica, a connection to Jamaica as well? Jamaica. I need Jamaica connection. She comes in with Jamaica. That's what I can hear. Jamaica. Unless I'm hearing it wrong. But that's what I hear, okay? I see the Rastafarian hair and I hear Jamaica. That's the connection I'm making there. And that's what I want from Spirit Side of Life. So there's memories or something connecting there, okay? So I'm going to bring that in for you. I'm going to give you all of this lady's love and this other lady's love. And I am going to say, God bless you. And they're saying, stop crying. Wipe away the tears, okay? Enjoy yourself, she says to me, in the knowing that they're fine, they're all right. That's what I have to say to you, okay? So I'm going to leave that where it is. No, sorry, weed. Right, I'm going to leave all of their love to you. And I'm going to say, God bless and thank you very much for acknowledging. But yeah, that was your last reading for tonight, folks. We'll be back again on Wednesday. And like I said, if you would like to choose a number on my blind card, it's £2 a go. First prize is 50 quid. Your second prize is 30. And your third prize is a load of gifts, which are well worth it, okay? So we need to get it filled before Friday so I can get the presents and that posted out, the prizes. if you're lucky enough to win the money, that'll be paid straight into your own bank accounts on the same day that it's drawn. Okay, so get yourselves over on my page and pick a number. £2. It's not a lot, and you just might win. Jessica, you're very welcome, and everybody who's been watching tonight, thank you very much for your likes and your shares. If you'd like to go onto my page and leave a comment saying how crap I am, I don't mind. But yeah, any comment will do. That the more posts I get on there, the better it is, and the more people will come and watch. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to tittle off, and I want to say ta-ra for now, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take